We begin with the race car driver and his ex-girlfriend. His ex-girlfriend, who he says is a trained assassin, who he claims once returned to their hotel, took off her trench coat and revealed a beautiful, striking evening gown with a vivid, blood-stain-covered design, complete with other human matter stuck to it, shoes by Christian Louboutin, furs by Dicker & Dicker of Beverly Hills. The race car driver is Kurt Busch. The ex-girlfriend and/or Mata Hari is Patricia Driscoll. And in court this week, she says that last September he smashed her head against the wall of a motorhome 3 times. He says that, quote, "I knew she could take me down at any moment because she is a badass." And that she told him she had killed drug lords with long-range sniper tactics and in hand-to-hand combat, like with knives and stuff, and also poison. Furs by Dicker & Dicker of Beverly Hills. Now, before we go any further, 4 details to consider here. 1, I don't know protocol on this, but it seems awfully sketchy to not only boast to your boyfriend that you've assassinated people, but to come home one day, come home from work with one of said people all over your evening gown. It just does not seem very professional to me. 2, Kurt Busch's attorney in this case is none other than Rusty Hardin. He's the lawyer who made Roger Clemens and Adrian Peterson what they are today. Guys who never have to fear assassination because they did such a thorough job of it on themselves. But 3, while she says all the details that Kurt Busch has testified to in court is just stuff from a fictional movie script she's been dabbling with for 8 years, when asked for a photo for a NASCAR Wives and Girlfriends website, this is the one she provided. Ha ha! Boy, did I miss you, hon. No, I mean I missed you with my bullets. And 4, bat guano crazy as all of this seems, this Patricia Driscoll not only says her dad worked for U.S. Customs and her grandfather was a spy during World War II, but it is a provable fact that she owns a company called Frontline Defense Systems. And her company profile says she has spent the majority of her career in the narcotics and intelligence world. It insists she has worked a lot overseas and for the British and fought human trafficking and was against American border security and has developed strong relationships in the House, Senate, and White House. Her strongest allies, although that's not how you spell allies, right? Right now what she's got there is allies, as in something belonging to Ally McBeal. The strongest allies are the Armed Services Committee, Appropriations, Ways and Means, the Homeland Security Committee, and the Intelligence Committee. And of course, there's the video. What video? The video about her.
I'm not a regular mom. I don't drive a minivan, and I have 2 jobs on top of being his mom.
I'm gonna go get my gun.
My name is Patricia Driscoll. I've worked and supported the military for many, many years. I am one of the few women who own and run a defense company. I like to shoot as much as I like to dance and have sex. I have a reputation for not being the nicest person in the world, and I've earned it.
If you cross her, she'll grab you by the and twist him and tear him right off.
He would have died for sure here, but definitely no more children. Their contracting officer sucks.
You don't want to mess with Patricia.
I want to kill them all. I'm only 5 feet tall, so I'm not really much of a threat, am I?
There's a lot of sensitive things that I work on. Most of them you're never going to see.
Furs by Dicker & Dicker of Beverly Hills. So the case itself, she wants a protective order. There are no charges yet, though the Delaware Attorney General's office is reviewing the evidence against him. And unfortunately, for the woman who calls herself Pocket Commando, there is an immediately after-the-fact witness who is going to be hard to contradict. As USA Today reported, Terry said Driscoll showed up crying at his motorhome on the night of the alleged assault and told him that Busch had grabbed her by the neck and pushed her against the wall. But he said Driscoll never told him, as she has testified and told Dover police, that Busch slammed her head into the wall 3 times. Terry said he and his wife did not notice any marks on Driscoll. I'm certain I didn't see anything, he said. Who's this Terry that the real-life version of Angelina Jolie and Mr. and Mrs. Smith sneaked her injuries past? He's Nick Terry, and Nick Terry is a NASCAR chaplain. Or he says he is. I think I saw him in Constantinople once, just before Nigel was given the Gelignite mouthwash by orthodontic Jake. Driscoll initially denied all of the, killing people stuff. Today she's gotten even more emphatic. Quote, Mr. Busch's statements in court serve to confirm my belief that he needs professional counseling to deal with his alcoholism and issues of depression. I have previously shared my concerns for Mr. Busch's mental state since the onset of this case, only be dismissed by his legal team. Perhaps now his family and those around him recognize his fragile state and will provide him the mental health care and support he needs. He clearly believes fiction is reality, and that's all the more reason he needs help. So it's your classic he said, she said. He, allegedly a domestic abuser, cleverly using his victim's violence-based profession against her to destroy her credibility. She, allegedly an embittered ex-girlfriend trying to destroy him, figuratively or literally, whatevs. Just your typical modern sports American romance. Ray Rice, Josh Lukey, Ray McDonald paired up with Anna Benson, Kim Kardashian, and Monte Teo's invisible girlfriend, the Ninja, with commentary by Tanya Harding. And he says she comes home from the office in an evening gown splattered with blood and matter concealed by a trench coat. And that's the part I'm not believing. As Patricia Driscoll says, she's only 5 feet tall. Nobody 5 feet tall can carry off wearing a trench coat. It would look ridiculous. She'd look like one kid standing on another kid's shoulders. Oh, great. Now she's going to come after me for saying she's too short to wear a trench coat.